Hey guys, so we're going to do a reading today, of course, and Anubis is here, and you guys know when Anubis is here, we're going to talk about Ron the Khan. Okay, Ron the Khan, whose spirit is, just, coming. Well, today's topic, we're going to do a reading. Now, we've already read the case that Ron DeSantis will lose against Disney, but is Ron the Khan getting a little scared that Disney is going to sue? Okay, and I know how Spirit feels about, because, Spirit really loves Disney and, kids' imaginations. We did a thing. It goes way back. Ron the Khan is in the freezer, okay? Protecting children's imagination and humiliation was one of the things in the freezer. He going to get humiliated, okay? Anubis came to protect. Because he protects the spirit of Disney. Disney obviously is deceased. He is the god of the dead. He's like, I'm going to protect Disney. Okay, he showed up in the hospital. Hello. Okay, it's time to bring Egypt into this. Okay, so he's up against not just Disney, but all of Egypt. And it's pretty much turned on Ron the Khan. Okay, so it's all about humiliation at this point. We're going to, you got a lot against you. And also, there are people in Florida protesting about the immigrants. I know he's still messing with them. He's a bigot. But let's look at this today. Oh, what is he doing? Yeah, he's trying to get the coward's way out. Instead of, go to war with Goliath, he's afraid because remember, they're suing Ron the Khan, Disney is, for imposing on their freedom of speech. He cried, don't say gay, and he started that shit. Disney employees, as a very diverse culture. It's not like everyone is gay who works for Disney, but they do employ, LGBTQIA. And they said, hey, that's not right. So he tried to stick it to them as a business. Okay, when it came to the land, which would hurt them financially. So Disney said, okay, I'm going to sue. And then Disney also backed out of a $1 billion deal just to give a thing to Ron the Khan. It was about $1 billion, that of revenue that could have been for Florida. So while he's attacking Disney, this is the main source of income for the state of Florida. So I mean, if Disney said, we're out of here and abandoned the castle, it would destroy Florida. It would completely destroy it. He's destroying it already, with the issue with attacking the immigrants. Okay, there's a lot of seasonal workers. There are people, obviously there is agriculture, and then there are the construction sites, jobs that white people don't want to do. He's, and he's upsetting business owners who rely on them to work. So he's being a clown. He keeps justifying it's an attack on the woke. You're a bigot. Okay. So anyway, so what we're going to do today, and Anubis said he's standing at attention because Spirit's like, yeah, he likes to go at Ron the Khan. And I've got mischief on right now. If I bring out the Pink Panther, it's fucking on. Okay. So anyway, so Ron the Khan wants, basically he's asking the court to dismiss the lawsuit. The thing is, it's a perfectly valid lawsuit. It has to do with, the freedom of speech. You're trying to attack us as a business. He wants to get out of it because it's going to cost him. Okay, he knows it's a losing battle. He's in the wrong. So we're going to see, it's only about 4 minutes. We're going to watch the news, and then we're going to fucking read. We already read he's going to lose if he goes to court. And I know how things work. Oh, if he got it dismissed, well, is there a crooked court person that would dismiss it? Oh, so we'll go ahead and see if it's, how's it go? Oh, yeah, Spirit's really like, let's get, they don't even want to show his face. They're like, dead.
2024 presidential hopeful Ron DeSantis and Disney. The Florida governor's attorneys filed a motion on Monday seeking the dismissal of Walt Disney Company's lawsuit against
Coward.
Here with more Young Finances out.
Because you lose.
And Alexis
You're
Keenan.
fucking in the wrong.
Alexis, let's start with you. What is
It's going to cost a lot of money to pay Disney. They got good lawyers.
So what the lawyers are saying, and this is the Attorney General of Florida coming in here on his behalf and on behalf of other Florida officials, and it relates to Disney's federal case filed months ago saying that the lawmakers in Florida, as well as DeSantis, kind of got together to pass these laws and sign into law a string of state laws, actually, that take away and strip from Disney its right to self-govern a roughly 25,000
If they abandon the castle, Florida is done.
Orlando, on which its Walt Disney World and other related properties sit. Now, this motion specifically is asking the court to toss out this federal case, which is filed in federal district court in Florida in Tallahassee. They say that this case has no place in the federal district court, in federal courts at all. They say that there is immunity for DeSantis and one of the other officials named in this lawsuit. As far as the federal court's jurisdiction, they're arguing, DeSantis here, saying that the court has no jurisdiction over them, that the 11th Amendment in the Constitution protects them from this type of suit coming after, in a federal capacity, coming after a state and state official. On the other hand, the immunity angle here, DeSantis and the others are arguing that they should be immune because of legislative immunity. Kind of an interesting argument there. DeSantis not necessarily a legislator, but saying that he's acting, when he signed this law into law, he was acting in a legislative capacity. Still separately, though, the new board that is now controlling this swath of land on which Disney World sits, they too have a suit against the special district. They sued Disney, saying that the company should not be able to go forward and continue to govern this land. So kind of dueling lawsuits here.
And Allie, what's the impact of this on Disney?
I think the impact is going to be different depending on the perspective that you look at it. From a consumer perspective, the parks are fully operational. You can go to Disney. I don't think you would realize anything was going on. But from a company perspective, the concern is that if Disney wanted to create more parks, if they wanted to do some other type of infrastructure building, they would need the approval of the oversight committee, whereas before they were able to do these changes and whatever they wanted.
All because of his don't say gay law. This is going on.
Perspective now from the
all because he doesn't like they spoke up against him.
Consistently spoken out against DeSantis. He's defended the company's actions. He actually said, all right, does the state of Florida not want us to invest in the state of Florida? Disney has plans to invest $17 billion over the next 10 years, creating 13,000 jobs. And you could argue that that was the demise of Bob Chapek. That's what started this all. He initially chose not to speak out about this issue, and that created this ripple effect that eventually led to Bob Iger returning. From an investor perspective, doesn't really seem to matter, right? The stock is flat, positive territory right now. We just got 2 buy ratings, reiterating their buy ratings from Bank of America and Guggenheim this morning. So I think unless we see any fundamental impact on the bottom line of Disney, it's nothing that's going to affect the stock price. But I do think these are lawsuits that are going to take, it's going to take a lot of time before we get a conclusion to all of this.
Yeah, so it's a mess. It's a mess. And he made the mess. He made the mess. So, what we're going to look at, so this is, will Ron Khan accomplish what he wants in the Art Award and be able to get the lawsuit tossed out? Now, it depends, is it a crooked judge? There's that. Let's look at Art Award for Disney, okay? Yes, let's pull an Art Award card for Disney, and then we're going to get to Thoth, of course, because Thoth blends so well with Anubis. Sun Tzu said, captured shoulders should be kindly treated and kept. So, they have offer an olive branch, so that can be, trying to do that. They pretty much got him where they want. They got him where they want him. And so I feel they've tried to make peace, but we're probably past that because let's just throw it out. That's what he wants. Okay, so we're going to pull another one. They've tried to be peaceful about it, olive branch and all that, but he's being a clown. He's being a clown. So Disney has to go to the next strategy. What is it? To fight and conquer in all your battles is not supreme excellence. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. Only engage in conflict when all other alternatives have been exhausted. That's pretty much what Disney has done. They've tried to be peaceful about it and everything. They don't want to be nasty. They like Florida. They want the business. But Ron Khan, once everything is exhausted, Disney's going to give it everything they've got. Done. Fighting in one way to achieve something, but it is never the best way. So in all relationships and situations, there are alternatives to conflict in which there are no real winners. Sun Tzu proposes the use of deterrence, strategy, alliances, negotiation, and even making friends with your enemies. And I'm sure Disney has tried to do it all. These are examples of supreme excellence in negotiation through life. Disney is not the type of company who goes in and sues and tries to be a jerk, okay? They're doing this because they're left with no fucking choice, because he's hurting them as the business, and it affects the employees. They want to protect them. So, once all is exhausted, oh, here it comes, okay? So, let's go ahead and see, will Ron the Con be able to get the lawsuit thrown out? And Anubis is like, let's see, okay? But then there is also the other thing, and because if Disney, is up against a crooked state, they could always very well say, you know what, it's all dirty, let's abandon the castle. If they do that, oh, he really hurts himself. But so far I saw he'd win the lawsuit, but if somebody's crooked and throws it out, that could be something that shifts in the infinite. That does happen. Okay, but it also depends if Spirit's like, oh no, I want that fucking lawsuit. I want to watch him lose, because Spirit, believe me, is not happy about Ron the Con, and that's why Egypt is up. So Anubis is just kind of standing there. Let's put him off to the side. He just wants to get out of the camera for a minute and stuff, and let's go ahead and see. Will Ron the Con be successful? Oh, we got Trump. Yeah, see, the Trump is still ahead. That really says something. Trump, who's been caught, that's his card, Knight of Swords. Trump has been caught with, so much evidence, and yet people, there are still some who support him. And that, power, here comes, power. That's Disney's, one of their cards. Also, the card for them is the Magician. Okay, because they got the magic. Disney has the magic. But they got the power. That's normally their card. They've got really good lawyers. Okay, he's up against, oh yeah, it's all done. And the women are about to come after him. See that Queen of Cups? Oh, they're pissed off about the abortion issue. It's, Disney has kind of eclipsed that issue. Just give it a minute for the women. Oh, Disney popping up again. The power. Oh, they're kind of coming strong. And I know who Spirit supports. Disney. Okay, of course. Let's go ahead. But yes, there's women again. And victory. Oh, it coming. Just give it a minute. Okay, because Spirit is really not like, because he thinks he's powerful. And then, like I've said before, guys, that which created the cosmos, there's a lot of people, human beings, messing with that. So what's lightworkers? Oh yeah, the wealth. It's all about money, and they think their money. No, their money is in no comparison to that which created the cosmos. They're nothing in comparison. Okay, so he's being a clown. He's being a clown. And Spirit wants him clowned by Disney. But yes, would it take abandoning the castle and saying, okay, fuck it, we're out? It would cost them a lot of money, but they can build another castle anywhere they want. They got enough money. And it would destroy Florida. See, they don't want to destroy Florida. They really don't. He's the one who's going to do it. He's so egocentric, to do things his way, which is highly, debauch. He's about to get rid of the fortune of Florida because of his debauchery. Yes, 7 deadly sins. He's committing them all. Okay, we're almost there. He's a clown. Yeah, he's and if he does that to Florida, that's the biggest lesson if you keep voting for him. Okay, all you rich old people, you're gonna pay for it. You got to pay for it, and then everybody's going to move out of Florida. Shit, the immigrants are leaving. They're like, oh, no. And all these businesses, oh, there's a lot of business people upset. So let's see what we got going on, Ron the Con. What do we got? Okay, so he's trying to go on the offense here with the 7 of Wands and say, hey, throw it out. He's trying to claim that because it's federal, you can't go, it's all a federal versus state type malarkey, okay? And the crossing card, is the 4 of Swords truce? That can be kind of a lying in wait, kind of thing. I feel like Disney is trying to be very patient with Ron the Con. They don't want to have to go to battle. They really don't. They don't want to have to pick up the sword. They don't want to hurt Florida. They're doing everything, just like the cards say, they're resisting everything, but he keeps coming at them. So, they're suing. So let's see what's going on. Okay, so we got the 3 of Pentacles, which can be about handshake agreements, deals. And then Six of Cups, that's children, childhood. That's what it's about. Spirit is like, I want to protect the imagination of children. Already when, Trump had his thing, there were some Nazis outside of the fucking Disney, with their flags, and oh man, that really, I could feel Spirit going, ooh, outside of Disney where children reside and stuff. So, the thing is, he's trying to do some dirty dealings and handshake agreements, deals to get this knocked out. But will he be successful? He's hoping he can play with the courts and stuff. So we got the Princess of Cups energy. That is, let me kind of tune into that. Yeah, that has been the Florida card because it's got, it's got the water, the beaches and all that stuff, and everything. But that is a very pure type of card, empathy, emotion, and everything. One of the things about that is Spirit does not want Florida dirtied up with all this, is trying to keep it clean and clear. Disney is the one shining light, in the state and stuff. If it goes, it all goes dark. It goes all 1984. So let's see what's going on. What is coming up? I do have the Three of Cups that is popping up, reason to celebrate. Okay, let's hope it is. But we got the Balance, the Temperance card. That's also Archangel Michael's card. Hopefully Disney has a reason to celebrate. Yeah, Ten of Cups, one of the things, Floridans, they're home. They want to have a good, happy home life. Enjoy it. This is the most expensive state to live in. Okay, they want it, there's a lot of them worried about it though. This clown is messing around. If he messes with the economy, my house is going to get wrecked, and but so far keeping the peace. But we've got the Hermit energy that's popping up in there. Let me come back to that in a second. I'll get to that in a minute. Actually, no, let me come back. Virgo month, I feel, is when it's really going to be more clear, come to a head. Some of this stuff, it's pointing to the Virgo energy. Give me a moment. We got the present position. Yeah, I knew it. He's trying to be an emperor. He's trying to be a god of war. He's a clown. How's this going to go? Let's put one under him. Ace of Swords. He's coming in. He's trying to swing the sword and everything, but he's, live by the sword, die by the sword is what I hear. I'm not saying, don't worry, we're not putting death on Ron the Con. He wants him to live the humiliation. He's trying to come in swinging a sword, but the sword of truth is going to come knock him out. It's not a negative card ever. Ace of Swords is, ooh, it's going to knock him down. How's he feeling though? Oh yeah, Two of Swords, he's sitting on here. He's hoping that, they're going to go with his side and stuff, and he's trying to figure things out, make peace. And he's trying to come across like he's a good guy. We got the Cancer month here with the Knight of Cups, trying to, act like he's, oh, I'm this. But what is he really? He's really about to get it with the women are about to stick it to him because they're climbing up the mountain, getting ready to go. Just give it a minute. But yeah, that Scorpio energy, really what he is he's coming in with a vengeance stinger. He's posing one way. The women are about to come after him. Oh, he's going to get real feisty around that with that abortion issue. It's going to get tough. But in the environment, things are being done very privately with the High Priestess energy. There's forces that are going to come at him pretty quick here. Just give it a minute, and then it's going to come in swift. Yep, swiftness. They're gonna get this figured out. I believe people in the court, for one, see that Disney has the right. You're talking about freedom of speech. You'd be fucking with that. But they're looking at the long term. They're going to be like, oh God, if we throw this out and it gets all weird, okay, this, long term is going to hurt Florida and everything. So far, the defeat card in there, that's good. Let's keep looking. Oh yeah, and Trump, it really bothers him. He's ahead and stuff. But the lovers, the prince and princess, so far get to come together. Disney is all about princes and princesses. So it looks like, if I'm correct, he'll be defeated, on this situation in the sense that the lawsuit goes on. Okay, we've got to defeat. I don't see him defeating Disney. There are some forces that are kind of looking at one. There's the freedom of speech. Ace of Swords is about speaking the truth, right? It's freedom of speech. He wants to go at that, crush that, but it's sitting right on top of the emperor. Freedom of speech is a very protected amendment of the Constitution. Okay, and then he's trying to say federal versus state, this, that, whatever. Okay, now even if I'm wrong and they did throw it out, then Disney can just go at the state level. They could probably figure something out. They've got really good, keen lawyers that know the fucking law really good. Ron the Con apparently doesn't understand the First Amendment freedom of speech very well. Okay, it's critical to our country, but we end with the lovers. The lovers get to come together. The prince and princess are going to be happy. Okay, so Disney should win this. He's with the defeat kind of showing there. He can't defeat Disney. It's already said in the infinite. Disney's going to get him. Even if lost a lawsuit, this, that, if they made it so uncomfortable for Disney, they abandon that castle and say, fuck it, we got to get out of here. It's too fucked up no matter what we do. That will be the real downfall of Florida. I mean, it will destroy Florida. It's already the most expensive place to live. Oh, it's going to be devastating. Okay, but we, of course, don't want to see the castle be abandoned. No, Spirit's like, no. We just want Ron the Khan to fucking, be defeated. I mean, Trump's even beating him, and he's the worst. He's the worst. Okay, and even and people are like, yeah, we'd rather support Trump than Ron DeSantis. So he's losing also a lot of support. There's a lot of people who are like seeing him like, wow, his ego is way out of control, being a god of war and going at the immigrants. There's a lot of energy. Okay, business owners have had it. The women with the abortion issue have had it. They're all coming for Ron the Khan. And Anubis is like, we're going to protect Disney. No matter what. I mean, no matter what, Disney won't be ever destroyed as a business. It's all, the prince and princess is going to come together. That's the way it is. But he's going to be defeated on this. It looks pretty good. Sword of truth. Freedom of speech. How do you go around it? You're trying to go in this. It's a really strong part of the Constitution. So they should be okay. And then, of course, trying to fuck him up as a business. There's that. Okay. And so, the lawyers are very, educated. I know they're trying to do this a little wiggle thing, but I don't think he's going to wiggle out of his fate. Okay, the thing he should do is surrender to Disney. Whoops, I probably should have stopped doing that. Maybe apologize, shake hands, but he doesn't want to do that. He's Ron the Khan, and he's, so he's running scared. He's a clown. And he hasn't learned a damn thing, and he's going to get sued. So trying to wiggle out of his fate that he will lose to Disney. Okay, he will. I mean, no matter what, even if something happened, Disney abandons the castle, he loses. See, it's all said in the infinite, he loses to Disney. Because if they stay and they win the lawsuit, he's got it. But if they say, oh, no, Florida, I can't deal with Ron the Khan anymore, we're abandoning the castle. Maybe we'll come back to it when he's out of office, and they just, let's all go employees, and they build a castle elsewhere. It would cost a lot of money, but they got the money to do it. That would destroy Florida. So no matter what, he loses. He loses. That's the crazy thing. The movies will go on. The prince and princess get together no matter what. Okay, so he loses no matter what. He hurts Florida financially no matter what he does. Because he's Ron the Khan, he has to feed his ego. His ego is out of control. So either way, but the thing is, if Florida's re-elect him and re-elect somebody that's hurting them financially as a state, I mean, you can't read the writing on the wall. You're the most expensive state to live in, Florida. Oh, man, that's really shooting yourself in your own foot if you keep electing him. So we'll see, but it looks like the lawsuit will not be thrown out. Let's hope that we got a defeat there. Okay, and let's just pull, actually, Spirit wants me to pull just 3 cards here. Yeah, futility. It's futile to go against Disney. They win no matter what. They got way too much power, in a good way. Don't worry. He wants to say it's a bad way. It's a good way. Okay, we want children's imaginations. Okay, we don't ever want to lose that. The happiness. I mean, a reason to celebrate. Disney's got it, like I said, and everything. They, and they don't want to destroy Florida. That's the thing. And I think Florida doesn't want Florida destroyed either. And stuff, and yes, the world. We're going into a new cycle, a positive one. This old, Aries stuff, boop, he's going to be defeated all over the place. So it should not be thrown out. Let's hope that this prediction is correct, because then, if it gets thrown out, then, oh no, you keep doing this, they're going to abandon that castle. there is the possibility that they just say, oh, Ron the Con. And like I said, they could go back to it later. Oh, Ron the Con's out. Let's go move back into the castle. And Florida goes, yay, they're back because we're everything's real expensive and we need your money, Disney. Oh, they need it. And that's the thing. Oh, you welcome the gay people back? Oh, good. Yeah, because Disney brings a lot of profit. I guess, I don't know, but people are like, oh, yeah, don't say gay. Oh, immigrants, all the bigots, it's going to cost you. It's going to be a big lesson in being a bigot does not pay in America. All right, you guys, have a good one.